It seems there's a huge surge of anime fans recently thanks to COVID because we were all stuck at home. People legit got curious and thought, this looks interesting. The art is gorgeous. And then they got sucked into the anime rabbit hole. In turn, there's a lot more interest in learning Japanese, the culture, and traveling to Japan. I highly recommend learning some Japanese before you go, because what if you're allergic to something and then you can't tell the server in English? Or what if your order is not right? That actually happened when we went to Japan. Thankfully, I knew some beginning Japanese already, and I stumbled around trying to say we didn't get our salad. If you're interested in learning Japanese, here's some of my tips before you start learning. First thing you need to do is learn hiragana and katakana. Don't even try to write in Romaji because it is such a crutch. A lot of beginners struggle in classes with native speaker teachers because you start reading scripts pretty much right off the bat, especially if your textbook is Mina no Nihongo, which focuses a lot in conversation. Just write a few characters over and over again each day and review them every once in a while until you get pretty comfortable associating those characters with sounds. Reading out loud or repeating phrases is extremely critical because it helps you get used to speaking in that language. If you're going to be taking classes, you'll pretty much be reading out loud each session. If you're self-studying, just find a quiet spot for you to practice because you don't want to look weird talking to yourself. The more you repeat certain phrases, it just comes naturally over time without much hesitation. Start speaking with friends right away. A lot of beginners who started when they were in their teens are so confident with speaking in their 20s and 30s that it really amazes me. I wish I started right away when I started Japanese classes back in 2011. I recommend starting a Discord server with a few Japanese learners and just start chatting, whether by text or by voice. If you can meet in person every once in a while, even better. If you don't know any Japanese learners, there's always a lot of Discord servers to join for free. If you're in a city, more likely you'll have a meetup group already with a lot of Japanese learners. If there isn't a meetup group, maybe you can take the initiative and start one yourself. Immerse yourself as much as possible. Read manga, watch anime, drama, and movies, listen to music. Anything you can add to your daily life really adds up in the end when it comes to learning the language. I'm at the point of my learning where my listening is pretty good, so I would watch anime or drama and then I would write new vocabulary on a notes app. It's really okay to take a break every once in a while. Don't force yourself to studying if you don't feel like it, because it takes the joy out of learning Japanese and then you get burnt out. Learning is a marathon, not a sprint. As much as a lot of YouTubers tell you that you can be fluent in X amount of time, it's really not realistic. Unless you actually live in Japan or really forcing yourself to make a lot of Japanese friends, this is not possible. Don't give yourself the I will be fluent in 30 days goal. 天才だったら、ではおめでとうございます。羨ましい。運がいいな。This is probably what I always tell people when they're learning a language. No such thing as failures. There's only learning. This is actually an Anchow quote, but that basically sums up what I think about it. Embrace mistakes. A lot of learners, regardless of their level, hate making mistakes, get frustrated, then sometimes want to quit. Well, that's the thing about learning, right? You're not going to be perfect right off the bat. Just keep trying, keep studying when you have time, and I assure you, your hard work will pay off over time. Let me know what you thought about my tips. And if there's anything we should be aware of, leave it in the comments below. I love discussions in the comment section. And until the next video, bye bye.